Hello, today I want to share with you on posture. Posture is very important because it is a base of a physical base of the human. Okay. However, posture is not everything. There's more things related to it. The Chinese has this saying. Okay, it say 外练筋皮骨，内练精气神. Externally train the sinews, the bone, the muscle, and the skin. Okay. Internally train the qi, the jing, and the shen. Okay. So you can see that posture related, of course, to the bone structures. Okay. And if you get that right, then it will be 1/6 of the equations, at least or more, that it is proper. Okay. However, posture itself is complex because it related or influenced by, say, your health, your age, many different stuff. Okay, as we know from what the Chinese saying, externally train the bones, the sinews, the muscles or skin. Okay, internally train the qi, the spirit or the shen, and the jing, the essence. So you can see all of this has to come together for a holistic training. It's not like you just get the posture correct and you can do it all. In fact, if you look at this, okay, people in the ancient China who train martial arts or internal arts, they always train three things: the Yi Jing Jing, or the sinews changing practice, the Xi Sui Jing, the bone marrow washing, the Liu Zi Jue, the 6 healing sounds or 6 healing breath. Okay. So you can see that these three training actually cover the external train, the bone, sinews, and muscle. Internally train the jing and the qi and the shen. It covers this. So it is not like, oh, you just train the Yi Jing Jing and then you get everything. No, you still need the 6 healing sound and bone marrow washing, okay, to cover the whole. And what appear in the posture might be cause of the internal organs, and so it is interrelated. And however, you need to know where is the root of it. One of very interesting thing which you can experience and you can see is this. Say people who learn meditate, how to meditate, sitting meditation, right? Even though they know how to get a proper structure and proper posture, setting, and so forth, and the teacher will teach them so forth and so forth. But mostly when it's beginning, the legs cannot relax, the legs cannot rest down, the back cannot straight or cannot hold it for a long time. Okay. But if they want to keep practice and with also doing some other exercise and so forth, when the body strengthens up, someday suddenly, okay, and this happens suddenly, someday suddenly, the leg relax, okay, rest, the spine straight up, and you don't even have to pay attention to the posture anymore. The spine totally straight. So it's like you sit in the meditation. At first you're like this, like this, like this. It is so painful, you know. And some days when the holding get proper, you just go like that. Okay. So instead of going like this, it's like this right away. And you don't have to do anything. The head like we pull up and the legs and everything's relaxed. Okay. So then when the Ren and the Du meridian start to activate, the body automatically doing that. Okay. So you can see from that it's like the body is not like, oh, I have to hold a certain posture. Well, maybe your mind want to hold it, but the body cannot do it if a certain thing is not proper. And of course, if the person is healthy, then using the mind to hold positions or posture, that's good, because then you can train that for a little bit, and you can achieve that proper structure or proper posture. However, if there is some internal cause or the internal functions or kidney or liver or other function which is imbalanced, then posture itself is not enough to make the corrections. Okay. So same thing when people who do the Zhanzhuang. Okay. Everybody will know, oh, I have to do this, I have to do this, so forth and so forth. But the body, it takes time, and if you're healthy, but if the body is less healthy, then the weak part has to be corrected before you can get into the proper posture. Okay. So that is about the posture in general, as well I understand in the Chinese martial arts and the meditations and the standing meditation and training. Okay. Now, next thing I want to talk about is the shoulder. Okay. The shoulder handling. In the Yigang Xiu Yun Tao, the first stanza of the Kun say, collect, it said, 集意慧神平肩呐, collect your mind, union with your spirit in an equal shoulder stance. Okay. The equal has different meanings, actually have a few different meanings. One, of course, the equal, meaning the stance, the legs is equal in the same width of the equal, the same width with the shoulder. Okay, the legs, the width of the legs. The second equal is balance. Okay, meaning the up and down is balanced, the left and right is balanced, the chi is balanced, the eyes look straight, not really up or down, but in the straight nature way. Okay, the chi cause the chi to be balanced, and another balance is actually this shoulder handling. Okay, shoulder handling is very important. If the shoulder handling is not correct, then you influence your breathing, and thus the body will not function as the training needed. Okay. So let me explain why this. Okay. And actually, there's an evolutions, and a lot of people don't understand this. So it gets into issue in the training. Okay. Now, let's talk about Han Xiong, or sometimes they say the concave chest. The concave chest is actually, if there's a triangle from this point, the hole here, the bones here, draw to the nipples, the triangle. Han Xiong is mean this part has to be relaxed. Okay. So this part has to be relaxed, meaning that it cannot be like that, but it doesn't mean like that either. Okay, it's not like that. Okay. Now, So it has to be relaxed, not this and not that. Then has the shoulder, which play an important role there. Okay, if you see a lot of internal art, so-called internal artists today, they stand this way. Okay, well, that is actually not accord with the internal training actually. Okay, what happened is this. This one, okay, like concave inside there, doing this one. This is called pressing down the shoulder. The shoulder is pressing down. Okay, this is roll back, pull up the shoulder. This is pressing down the shoulder. Balance the shoulder is this way. Okay, so pushing down, pull up, and balance. Okay, three things. Okay, now why do you don't want it to be this way? Because if you do that way, you actually close the rib cage here, and that causes issue in the lung breathing. Your lung is not relaxed anymore. Your lung is not let it expand naturally. So and you don't want this either. You want, if you do that, you just stress your this part of the body, and so it needs to be in the equal or the 平肩, okay, equal shoulder, meaning that it is having the posture of the lung is naturally expand. Okay, this is relaxed. So a proper standing will be like this, not this, not this. But then the reason why people are going to this, okay, or going toward this, is because what? Because they thought they want to do a training for martial art purpose. Close the rib cage to protect themselves. Okay, so you often see people doing this, closing the rib cage, but that is not good for health. Okay, so if you do really in the meditations and you want to train the do and run or the 7 chakras, the posture cannot be this. The posture has to be this. And it has to be natural. The shoulder cannot be like that. Cannot be like that. It's natural. It's open up like a bird trying to take off. Okay. So chin a little bit in like that. It's going up. Okay. Versus this way. Okay. So it's this, not this. If you meditation like that, your 7 chakra or your Rendu, it doesn't work. When it penetrates, you go this way, automatically. It just expand up. And okay. So this 2 part, if it's like this, it's closed down. It open up, but it's not stretched up like that. Okay, forcefully. So this is nature. Okay. So if you want to get into the states of the meditations or samadhi, the body posture will go this way automatically. This can. Okay. So that is how the posture handling. But is that simple? No. That's why I say in the sitting meditation, people might try months or years before this the spine can go erect. And sometimes because we are old, sometimes because of we are sick or unhealthy inside, not that healthy, and sometimes because of our daily posture habit, which is no good. So there's different reason for it, but it's not just one thing. Okay. So, but now we know what is like if it is proper, and so we know what is the goal. But then the mind cannot force it to make it happen, but keep training and practice. When the body tune itself and the chi start, it will, without even thinking, get into the proper. That is what my understanding is and what my experience is. Okay. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is, I think, to share with you a certain thing, which is I developed bad habit and how this bad habit get corrected. Okay. I do a lot of computer works, and I've been trained for years and years, and get into a lot of issues because of that. Then I have to go back to training because at first I thought, oh yeah, I'm strong now, I don't have to do this anymore. I can just go high tech. But after a while I say, oh no, okay. So one of the issue, what I got into is this. Watching my computer for simulation too much. You can become like that. Okay. The Rendu is no longer work. Okay. Which is, it has to be like that. Okay, if you look at my ear lines to my shoulder line, this one, my ear lines is here, my shoulder lines back here. That's no good, and the whole is very done. So from here to here, a lot of effort being spent. And there's a few exercises I want to show you here, which is I use, just for your reference. And I'm not a doctor, but just for your reference, which is I learned from the Chinese teacher, which is helping me to get myself started. The first is, of course, the looking sideways exercise. The second is the crane head. And then the dragon head. And then the rolling. These three exercises, these are 4 exercises. The left, right, the crane head, the dragon head, the rolling, help me to relax and also recover or rebuild the muscle or the bones or so forth on my back and the upper spine. You can feel that. Before I did that, it's like stiff here and so forth, and after I did that, on and off, and it just become really relaxed. Feel like nothing. Okay. So, of course, another thing is the standing meditations, the standing 站桩. And of course, occasionally, I will still have this bad habit, which my wife always say, why do you eat like this? But once, if you get into this and the chi flow and so forth, you know right away you can get back to the proper states as it needs. And again, this is just the exercise is just for helping to get the posture properly. There's still other thing, which is like, for example, I train the 6 healing sounds. I train the bone marrow washing and so forth to get tuned up. Okay, after this all years of the high tech things, okay, which is give me a good result on those things. Okay, so as I think this 4 exercise is very good for people who we watch play with computer every day and so forth. This is take care of the exercise the above part from the head, top of the head to this upper back. Okay. Help a lot for that. So I really think you might want to look into this if you are doing a lot of computer works and sitting all day long. Okay. And of course, another reason for this is also might not happen to the upper body only, it might happen to the lower too. So that's why you can transform drill 1, drill 2, and drill 3 is there because I use it because to be from this to this with this, okay, not by using my mind to handle it. No, you just say I want it to be returned. Okay, you get here instead of like this. I don't have to force my back muscle. It relax down, it automatically get there. Okay, so that's how I get into this. You can transform the first 3 drill. Okay, it has a significance with the body, and I think it is a good thing you might want to investigate in. Okay. Now, other thing about the shoulder, we talk about now the static, the stationary posture. We talk about, if you want to talk about this the dynamic structure, let's just get a really simple one, okay, which is in martial art, internal martial arts. The first posture is this. Raise the hand. Okay, either you raise it front or you raise it sideways. Okay, you raise it front or you raise it sideways. Now, just by looking at how people are doing that, we can know whether that person is cultivated or not, or know how to handle the body or not. Just for the first one. Okay, because in the internal cultivation, you know it has to be up and down is one piece, left and right is one piece, inside or the mind and the body is one piece. So this 6 up, down, side, left, right, in, out, or mind, physical, all has to be unity. Okay. Now, one of the prerequisite for doing that is the handling of joints, and the shoulder is the big joint. Okay. If the shoulder cannot be handled, then the rest is very tough to talk about, because this part is even tougher to handle. You know, like I want to lose up this thing. It's not simple. Like standing there and the whole leg is loose. Okay, it's not a simple thing. So look at the shoulder and by that you can see a lot of things. Okay. So how is to how to do this? To lift this hand up. A lot of people doing this, which is not proper, improper. Which is they use their shoulder to lift. Okay. If you're doing that, right away you feel really heavy in both sides. You use force, effort to do that. That's not the problem. No, sometimes often you can see people very stiff hand. The hand is like a rod, a wooden rod, and then they leave the hand like that. Okay, or leave the hand like that. Well, that's not the proper way of doing, or the proper dynamic structure, okay, of posture. The proper way of doing this is this. Imagine there's water floating up, okay? So the water is filling up. So the hand is floated up by the water. Okay. Hand is floated up by the water. Okay. Okay. So you start like this. You inhale. Okay. So the body actually is relaxed. You relax the shoulder while the hand raises up. Okay. So that is the proper way. And if you do that, your breathing will be smooth. Okay. Your breathing will be smooth. Now, if you don't do that, you raise the second you raise your shoulder, your breathing cannot go down to the stomach anymore. Okay. So often when I check people, like the beginner who try to ask for my help, I just look at how he raises his arm, how he raises his arm. Right away, you can see, oh yeah, how do you handle the joints and how will the breathing goings on. Okay, so it's just that simple. If you do it with the raising the shoulder, you can try it. Raise your shoulder to raise your hand. Heavy here, you're breathing like stuck here. But if you do it like the water float up your hand, inhale, everything is relaxed. Okay, everything is relaxed, and the whole body is very smooth. Okay, and of course, when you go like this, you can go this way. Okay, and this is a left and right. You look at my shoulder, like a breakdancing stuff. It's really, really lightweight. Okay, so it's up and down, right and left. This is called Feng Bei. Okay, which is the say penetrating the shoulder. So the up, down, and the Feng Bei has to be really natural and relaxed. Okay, it's not like this. It's not like this. Or it's not like this. Okay, it's not like this either. No, it's just this way. Okay, so the key is like water float up the whole thing. Okay, not using any effort on any joints, so that you can keep your joints in the fluent situations. Okay, so that is really basic stuff. This is the first step because everybody is doing this, right? For the Tai Chi guy doing this, and same thing. Okay, so from small stuff, you can see how the dynamic posture need to be handled, and there's a lot of things too. When they come to the hip and so forth, there's so many things. So all these details, if you get a good sifu, he will be able to teach you this. A good sifu means the people who have going through it and knowing which joints how to control them. And say for the lower abs breathing, the lower abs breathing is actually not we normally think like you have to inhale and using the mind. No, the lower abs breathing is just like this. Okay, the most easiest way is your body is after your body is into the natural states, the silence condition. The mind is silent, the body is loose. You're just doing this. Lower breathings automatically surface. Okay, that's good enough for today. Thank you.